think her coming back to RHOA is, I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think that RHOA, not after this past season, I think as bad a season as it was, I think they're kind of okay. So TBD on
Really?
this.
So do you
Yeah.
think we're going to have many changes to RHOA or?
I personally think, my opinion, they're just going to replace Britt. And that's it. I mean, Phaedra, it's the way it ended. Phaedra, it seems to not be brought back for this season. It's next season. It ended with her and Angela. And I mean, apparently Angela is thinking of suing this guy. There's this guy, I forgot his name. I mean, she seems thirsty as fuck. But there's this guy that came forward and claimed that, this and that. And Phaedra was the one that tried to out this thing about Charles having an affair. And now it turns out that the guy is turned and basically is kind of like, is saying that, like, he never said that. He actually was paid by Angela to falsely out Phaedra. It's very like a meta, it's very like a Matrix. And apparently, Angela is threatening to sue the guy for saying that she hired him to say that Phaedra brought this up about Charles because really, Phaedra never said it. And there are these rumors. And now Angela's saying that's not true. And I'm going to sue you. God, the tides turn. I don't think it was a great season of RHOA. I just think they're going to bring everybody back and just replace Britt.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I think, and weren't those RHOA reunion looks horrendous? I mean, I can't think of one of them where I was like, I mean,
Cautious. Portia and Shamia, I liked. That's it.
let me see. Okay.
I gave Britt the tackiest reunion dress in the history of Housewives. I
Oh,
hated it.
so was Phaedra's. I mean,
Bad.
oh my God.
Drew
It
has
was like
bird feathers.
Princess Leia. I
It's
don't even
bad.
know. I mean,
I thought Portia and Shamia looked good. I did.
you did.
I mean, yeah, actually, I really did. I actually really liked both of them. Not even like half like I actually loved Portia's and I loved Shamia's. I think Portia's I wouldn't
Okay,
have
let me
liked,
see
but that like
wishes.
gunmetal on top, it was like I'm back. I'm having the best year of my life. I'm on Traders. I got, $40,000 a month from Simon, plus the Rolls Royce, plus the house. I revived the show, arguably Portia. And it's my year. It's the year of
Oh my
Porsche.
God, Kelly. A
That's the
trumpet.
worst. Sorry, not Britt, Kelly. That's the worst. Did I say Britt? That's the worst. It shows you how I don't care about, first of all, Britt, I won't read anything about it. It's like you're over the show. Like I don't care. And Kelly, I don't really like Kelly. I don't think she elevated the show. I didn't like
Wait,
her.
did you like Shamia?
Yeah, I did. I liked it a lot.
Okay, I don't hate Shamia's. I'll say
I
that.
liked it. I think it looks expensive.
Angela's. Ugh. It's just why did they do this with the tits? Like
That's
it's
what
just
I
it
said on it.
covers. It's so
Well,
Phaedra.
Chloe did that. Chloe at the Bezos wedding. That's the new thing. Naked on top, except little breast coverings. I don't like it either.
Drew Sidora looks like a bird, like a
Mm-hmm.
big bird that's been like partially run over, partially
Mm-hmm.
skinned. It just looks so bad.
I
Oh,
agree. Not my
Porsche's.
favorite.
You liked Porsche's?
Yeah, I love that gunmetal on top. That gun
So
mirror.
bad.
Cynthia
I gotta
Bailey,
say,
I fell
Cynthia
asleep.
Bailey looked the best.
Oh, I thought it was so boring. I thought it was like a prom dress you wear when you're like 18 to the like prom. Speaking of which, Teresa Giudice, very good friend of yours. You love. See, she's so excited. Everyone
I
watching
love
on
my try.
YouTube.
I got a lot to ask you about. Okay, in that Rhode Island, New Jersey realm. Go on.
Well, stay tuned. Next show, we got to talk about Rhode Island 'cause I got some things coming for their next show. But Teresa's a little bit of a trailblazer. Listen, I've been here for 6.5 years. I've asked some questions. I can't tell you guys. You start nice. You start with what they want to promote. You end with what they want to promote. In the middle is all the stuff you want to talk about, but you start casual. I have to tell you, every time I do an interview, every time I've done it, you just work up to that question, asking Amber Childers, Randall's ex, about Lala and Randall at the time when they weren't friends, and you hold your breath. I've been waiting for someone to walk off behind the velvet rope for almost 7 years now. No one has. I wish they would. But Teresa did it, as we all know. She said the guy was very rude and he attacked her and she walked off. Well, Teresa Giudice is a trailblazer. She is a leader, apparently, because apparently now other people are doing this. We have this guy here, And his name is Keith Urban, very famous man, married to a very
Yeah.
famous woman, Nicole Kidman. And he was on a morning radio show, used to be on radio with Kane. And the morning radio show, now I don't know what he was promoting, but look, you're a morning radio show. No offense to Kane or anybody, but they got Keith Urban
Untaken.
for an interview, so you're not Howard Stern. So just be happy. And apparently they said, I forgot what it was. Was it whatever show Nicole Kidman was in, Big Little Lies or whatever the fuck it was. They were like, how do you feel about your wife at 50 something performing these sex scenes with like this young hot Zac Efron and you having to watch? And maybe they didn't say her age, but they said this younger hot guy, Zac Efron, how do you feel about these sex scenes and having to watch? And they said, hello. And apparently, Mr. Urban had
Oh,
disconnected the Zoom. And apparently, his team said this is off limits. And so I just want to know, do you think as much as I do? Apparently, Teresa Giudice is a trailblazer because Keith Urban and many others, all of a sudden, everyone's hanging up on Zooms. Well, this is a new thing?
I think it's a new thing. I think because I just think a decade ago, 15 years ago, like staying on to promote your record was probably part of the contract and you had to
Mhm.
I know for a fact I worked in morning radio. We interviewed everyone, Usher, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande. Like they would do call-ins. So there would be a morning where Ariana Grande would call in to 50 radio stations, 50 of the biggest radio stations
Mhm.
across the country and you had 5 minutes.
Correct.
And
It's
you
called
had
a
to
press a junket.
press junket. You had to stay on the line to promote your album and you were contraction. No one, I mean, do you even know where to find somebody's album now? It's like, I guess on Apple or Spotify, but if you already have a monthly subscription, you already get it. So it's like, I'm not going to fucking look for Keith Urban's, you know, album. I think
Mhm.
you're going to see more of this. I think you're going to see more of it. It was another enormous week in podcast. I mean, Brad Pitt on Armchair Expert with Dak Shepard. I mean,
Charlize Theron on Call Her Daddy.
this is the turning point, you guys. I mean, it's over. It's over for traditional media. I mean, 5 years ago, you would never
Never.
have gotten Brad Pitt
No.
uncensored, no, no script, no PR. I mean, I'm sure there were some PR stuff. Obviously, he's still in his divorce with Angie. I'm sure there were discussions, but I
No,
mean,
I think it's settled. I think it's
it,
just settled.
an enormous week. You have, just Bernie Sanders like bringing notes to Joe Rogan, sitting there with Rogan, trying to, lobby his own interests. I mean, it's just like,
Charlize Theron, she's like, I don't understand it. I'm a woman. And so the narrative is like, oh, what the hell is wrong with me? Where's my man? She's like, let me explain to you. I am living the life. And I was like, you go, girl, from one single girl to another. She's like, I live the exact life that I want to live. She's like, I don't want a man. I don't want a man in my house sharing my closet. I certainly don't want a man helping raise my children. Why can't it just be that Charlize Theron, actress at this age, is choosing to be single and is very happy? Why? But she was off the cuff, and she's like, everyone thinks I'm a fucking bitch and a fucking see you next. She said she used the see you next Tuesday word and bitch and just.
there you go.
She's like, that's something wrong with me. She's like, no, I'm just choosing to be. But it was very unfiltered, right, for someone at her caliber.
Yeah, just I think you are going to see more of these guarded celebrities hanging up on podcasts, unfiltered. And the question you have to ask too now, because so many people are stars,
Mhm.
TikTok stars, YouTube stars, Twitch stars. I don't know. Do people care? I mean, is it too little, too late? Like the Brad Pitt one I started to listen to, which was, when you just think of the fact that he's probably one of the greatest actors of all time, he and Tom Cruise are just goats. I mean,
Mhm.
it's like